Hey, I'm John Grease III, I'm founder of Garage Gym Life, and I'm here with my man James Rodriguez, who is with Mayhem Strength, and he is about to give me a tour of this entire little spot right here to show me all the cool stuff that Mayhem is bringing here to Home Gym Con 2024. There is a crowded field here. What makes your brand stand out from all of the other brands that are in this building right now?
Mayhem Strength is all about innovation and bringing to the marketplace new and different things that people necessarily don't think about needing, but just kind of putting a spin on old traditional things and bringing it to a modern day light, you know?
Okay.
So one thing that we kind of try to do is we never want to copy anybody directly. We're trying to just educate and then provide excellent products and excellent customer service.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's start with, these are your bars, right?
So these are Kabuki Strength bars. So we're partnered up with Kabuki Strength currently. Mayhem Strength was on their website, but no longer.
So you guys are
is.
a distributor?
We are a partner with them. So we do offer their products.
So this is a shoulder rock.
It's a shoulder rock.
Okay. It's a Cadillac bar.
This Cadillac bar, Transformer bar, Squat bar, Red Cerakote, and then the Blue Cerakote Duffalo bar, and then Kabuki's latest and greatest is this Oregon bar right here. Okay. So the Oregon bar is meant to kind of compete with Rogue's Ohio bar, right? The price point of it is going to be very similar, around $300. And it's a very nice bar. I mean, great price. You got really nice, Kabuki. They call it the Kabuki Neural.
Is this a stiff bar?
Yes, power bar. Yeah, it's a stiff power bar. Very similar to what you've seen in other companies' power bars, but just with that Kabuki spin on it. So
this is more of a squat bar, right?
Yeah, this is a 55-pound squat
100%,
bar.
okay, so, I can tell. All right.
So it's made for guys that are squatting, really heavy weights, and they don't want that, that bounce from a normal power bar.
What's the length of the sleeve? I mean, it's a squat bar, so the sleeve should be a little bit longer.
Should be, yeah, it should be. I mean, if we compare
it looks a little bit, but I'm a little bit height challenged, so I can't tell.
Well, if you compare it to the Transformer bar right here, the ends kind of stop around the same point, but you see the length there. We got about an extra 2 inches there at the end. So you can really load this thing up, and I mean, it's rated for thousands of pounds. So this is Kabuki Trap Bar here with the Mayhem Strength Havoc Series bumper plates. Okay. You'll see that the bumper plates on this do interlock, which is kind of nice, so you can add a little bit more weight on the bar. It also doubles as a ridge to help get your fingers underneath whenever you're picking the plates up off the floor. Okay. Nice. So other things to note too, the bumper plates are extremely low bounce because of their durometer rating.
I was going to ask you that. Okay. Yeah.
So the durometer rating for rubber products is going to be how hard a rubber is, from a scale of 0 being the softest and 100 being the hardest. Okay. When we crafted these bumper plates, we demanded the factory produce them with the highest level of durometer possible, and I think we've achieved that. So you'll kind of see so this is probably like 3 foot drop here, and once I drop, you'll see.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Very, very low bounce, and again, that's due to the high durometer rating of this and the 100% virgin rubber. They're going to be odorless.
I like that because they're not slick. A lot of times you get like the recycled rubber, and then they're slicker because of the process. So I really like that. There's a lot of good texture right here, especially on the edges. And I remember that lip you were talking about, so that's really cool too. I like that.
Right here is the Mayhem Strength FID bench.
So this goes all the way down?
It goes all the way down. And on the back, we have a call out for all of the number systems, so you can see what degrees of angle that the bench is here.
Is this store standing up vertically?
I don't know. I don't think so. I honestly haven't tried.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
What's the worst that can happen? Come on, let's do it.
All right, so to do that, though, we'll have to showcase how this goes down into flat mode. You just flip it around really quick so we can show the back. All right, so here's those call-outs that I was telling you guys about before. So you can see it's at the 90. Okay. And if I bring it down to the 0 mark, you'll notice that goes into decline. Okay. So if you want it to go flat, we're going to pick it back up, and we're going to deploy this arm right here. Okay. And the reason why we do this deployable arm is because if you notice on normal benches that don't have this, in the flat position over time, they get very shaky, which is honestly a hazard for people when they're training. You need to be on a very stable foundation. So we reinforced it with that support arm there. and it goes in just like that. And this thing's going to stay rock solid for many, many years to come.
Okay.
But okay, let's see if it stands up vertically.
Now, what's the worst that can happen? If you break it, don't tell the boss.
Nah, it doesn't look like it does.
Okay, so it's resting on the back. I'm just looking like, so you might be able to lean it against the wall, but it won't stay up like that. Okay.
Yeah, it won't stay up like this.
Okay.
Honestly, didn't think about that. However, we did add this really nice handle down here. It's super thick. This is a 32 millimeter knurled handle.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna flip this guy around. On adjustable benches, again, Mayhem Strength always thinks about the small details. We have these screws that go in standard on every single bench for these rubber caps, so they'll never fall off. Also, there's a little plastic piece that's part of this that goes inside the tube. So it's literally inside the tube and it's screwed in, and it's extremely wide.
Gotcha.
So this is going to be a nice sturdy base for you whenever you're training.
Okay.
And the price point at this is $4.99.
Okay.
Which is pretty. I think it's a pretty good buy for. It's good value.
Okay.
Other thing to note is you got knurled ridges on the side here for the adjustment points, and the bottom seat, the butt pad also adjusts.
Is that the standard color for the pop pin?
It is. Yeah. It usually comes with red or black pop pins.
Okay.
Depending on the color of the frame of the bench. Also, they come standard with the Mayhem Strength embroidery. Moisture wicking pad, very, very grippy.
Oh, I like that. This is very grippy. Yes. I like the way that feels.
So if you're you're training hard, your back's kind of sweaty, you don't want to be slipping on there. So we made sure that it kind of wicks some of that moisture away.
Nice. Okay.
And then again, you can also adjust that seat pad to match the angle. And then also I didn't mention this, but we have the longboard wheels on the back. So we threw in some longboard wheels and bearings to make this thing kind of just roll like butter.
Nice.
And I think the overall weight for the bench by itself is around 85 pounds.
Okay.
80 to 95 pounds, something like that.
Hey, it looks nice and light. It's cool.
This is going to be the functional fitness area that we're starting to get into. We got our plyometric boxes, which are detachable from each other, so we can stack modular heights from each separate one. They're also color coded. So if people don't really understand what it is, they can at least look at the colors and be like, all right, well, cool. We have the power bags, which are really nice for that functional fitness.
Okay.
Pretty standard here. We got them in like basically 10-pound increments. It goes 11 all the way up to 35.
Oh, okay.
So great for functional fitness, CrossFit style type of training.
Sure.
Also very, very, very durable material, so you can drop them. They won't have to tear. They're going to last a long time. Really durable handles there. So again, just trying to make things that last a long time.
Talk to me about your medicine balls right here.
Yeah. So we have a nice PVC leather
Okay.
wall ball here, medicine ball.
Okay. Stitching.
Got
You guys warranty what's the warranty on your stitching?
We have a 1-year warranty on all the stitching here.
Okay.
But again, we have pretty good customer service, so if you have issues with your wall ball, just reach out to us and we'll be able to take care of you. Got the little hooks here to kind of get some grip on it in case you want to pick them up. Really nice and
I like that.
cushiony.
Nice low bounce too.
Yeah,
That's
kind of
good.
just hits the ground and drops dead right there.
Nice.
This right here is our 3-in-1 plyo box that we have the wall balls on top of.
Okay.
So one thing that I'll mention with all of these products is that not all plyo boxes are built the same. If we look in the inside of these, we're gonna notice that the entire thing is made of thick foam. Okay, the whole thing. A lot of companies will, to reduce the cost and reduce the weight, will fill this up with just like styrofoam in the inside core. So if you try to pick this thing up, it's actually very heavy.
Yeah.
And so when I say that all plyo boxes are not built the same, that's because, again, other companies might be selling at a cheaper price point, but they're actually not as heavy, which is what you want, because if I'm jumping on this thing, right, with weight or not without weight, and this thing isn't heavy, it's going to tip over and I could potentially get really hurt.
Yeah.
So we did the same thing with the plyo boxes as we did here. Very heavy stuff, but also not the cheapest.
Gotcha. What was the decision? Why did you guys decide to put the plate storage on the back?
Yeah, so this is actually a display Like display orientation is what I'll call it, right? So this is configured to.
So it's modular. You can set it up however you want.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If we could easily remove all the weight storage points, and then put J cups on the backside here, or we could add another post, bring it down, add the weight storage there.
Okay.
So for the sake of
so they could be on the side though.
They could be on the side, right?
Okay.
So we have an additional post. We would add it, but yeah, we have the standard 3x3 1 inch spacing, 5/8 inch holes. Comes with a 140-pound weight stack with resistance band pegs.
All right. What's the ratio? Is it 1-to-1?
No, it's gonna be closer to like a 1.2 to 1, 1.5 to 1. It's not a true 1-to-1, but we always try to do as close as we can to 1-to-1.
Gotcha. Okay. These band pegs, right? Oh,
yeah, those are resistance band pegs.
Okay.
So you would loop one end of the peg right here, wrap it down and around, over, connect there.
Oh, for additional resistance.
And you can do it on either side too. So you can add. So it's only a 140-pound weight stack, but you can add a lot of resistance band tension.
Gotcha. Okay. Tell me about this right here.
Yeah. So
why does it have the angle? Is it for somebody who's bigger or what?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe like, let's say you're training with the misses in the home gym, right? Like, we're gonna have different limb lengths and stuff like that. So it just kind of, it's what you would expect to see in like a lat pull down station at the gym, right?
Right.
And that's kind of what we're trying to do, is create that gym, that commercial gym environment inside the home gym. So I kind of got myself locked in here, got my seat. Again, these are both removable with these pull pins that you see on the front and the side. Well, this is how you adjust, but same concept to remove it. And the trolley system also slides up and down. This is the Mayhem Strength revolving lat pull down attachment, which is kind of nice. And yeah, I mean, just really, really smooth mechanism here. We're using stainless steel guide rods here, 11 gauge, 3 millimeters thick steel. And let's see what else. We got the multi-grip pull-up bar here at the top.
Oh,
so if we wanted,
are these plastic or aluminum?
They're
plastic.
Yeah, the pulleys are plastic.
Okay.
The outside casing is steel here.
Okay.
We have rubber grips that make this really easy to slide up and down.
Yeah, I like that.
A little heavy because put the attachment on. But yeah, different heights.
And I like that you continue, the pop pin is red.
Yes.
So it's like it continues throughout all the different parts of the brand. Okay.
Absolutely.
I recognize that. I see that.
And then we got the pull-up bar right here. Get your pull-ups in.
Okay.
Comes standard with 2 handles every time. Cable attachment's not included. Also the lat pull-down station. These are add-ons to the rack. It's all modular.
All right.
So you can pick and play for what you pick and choose what you want.
So how tall is this?
This is going to be 96 inches tall.
Okay. And do you have it in any shorter heights, or is this the only height so far?
Right now, it's the only standard height that we have.
Okay. So this is more of a garage piece, not necessarily a basement piece.
Probably, yeah, because we're going to have to be a little bit low, a little high for probably basements.
Yeah. Okay.
But again, modularity is key with these. We can definitely start kind of breaking into the different heights and stuff as we kind of develop the line a little bit more.
Nice. Okay.
Landmine
is pretty beefy, man.
Yeah, it's unique in the way that it has the double bearing welded onto each other. So there's a bearing here that's welded onto the bearing there, which basically allows us to move in all 3 axes completely free. And you also have these stoppers, this little welded peg that's going to stop it from going too far in and hitting the rack.
Yeah.
But
does it just standard come on there? It's because it doesn't look like it comes off.
No,
too easily.
It does. So if I take the bar out, it's usually not that hard. There you go.
Okay.
So we got the UHMW plastic on the inside of all the attachments to protect the coating on the rack.
Okay.
Here's our pull pin attachment, so you can see that pull pin is nice and thick. It's actually the same diameter as the holes themselves, so it's going to keep it nice and protected. Yeah, and then there's that dual bearing system in place, so you can really take it in any direction and do all kinds of different movements with it.
I like how that's nice and long, so that the barbell sleeve is like all the way in there instead of just being like half of it. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing we're going to be looking to add is is a little plastic sleeve inside of here to keep the collars protected. We're actually going to be going overseas to the factory in China next Wednesday for 3 weeks.
Nice.
So we'll be there designing a lot of new stuff, and
awesome.
We'll be improving these designs for the next couple months. Yeah, so it's going to be cool.
All right, so I see you got more colors in your bumper plates, but I'm admiring there. I'm assuming these are competition plates over there.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's slide right on over here and look at them.
Yes.
All right, so tell me about these competition plates. Nice and thin, I like that, but they're still color coded. So it's easy to tell what size you have on there just by looking at the outside diameter of each plate.
Absolutely.
So these are calibrated, yeah?
Calibrated plus or minus 10 grams.
Okay.
Which is within specs for all major powerlifting federations.
Yeah.
These are approved for use in the USPA currently at the time of this recording. Looking to expand into other federations as well too. But yeah, again, kind of nailed it on the head with the color coding system there. Because they're chrome, we can't paint the whole outside of it like a normal calibrated plate is, so we have to indicate with the color stripe. We've actually ran it through almost 10 meets, actually probably over 12 meets at this point at Ironmonger Gym in Southern California, and haven't had any misloading issues or anything like that, and the plates have been holding up really, really well over time.
Other end of the spectrum, you get your deep dish plates. So what is the heaviest poundage that these come in?
Currently, 45 pounds.
Okay.
So we've had a lot of guys asking for the 100-pounders.
You know where I'm going with it, all right?
You know,
you guys understand why that's important?
Yeah,
like why that matters to us?
I mean, honestly, I get it. It's just, people, as a business, it's like, all right, how many people are going to buy them? But it's definitely a cool thing to have. So, hopefully as we continue to grow, we'll be able to add more things like that in the future.
Well, I'll answer that question for you. How many times have you looked on Instagram and seen somebody pull 700 pounds? A lot, right?
Yeah,
Okay, well, every one of those guys would rather start out with two 100-pound plates on either end of the bar rather than a stack of 45s.
Yep. Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, man, I appreciate you giving me a tour of this place here. If anybody wants to get more information, they're not able to make it to Home Gym Con, or they want to stay in touch with you guys so that they can see some of these improvements that you guys are going to be adding, especially after your trip to China. How can they stay in touch with Mayhem and just see everything else that's going on with you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys would like to reach us, we are Mayhem_strength on Instagram. Currently don't have a website for Mayhem itself. We're working on it as we speak. But you can find all of our products at gymbrofitness.com. That's our parent company. They are the only authorized reseller besides Kabuki Strength of Mayhem Strength equipment. And you can also reach out via email. You can info@gymbrofitness.com. And if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe to John's channel because he's putting out good stuff for you guys. And he's a veteran just like myself. And we need to collab more often, and hopefully we can grow each other's brands as we move, progress here. And thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.